Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 4, Episode 18, A Ghast from the Past. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here. Ah, oh gosh, I can't think of anything to say. Oh no!
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid. No, you don't have to think of anything.
Today's episode is brought to you by Beaver's Nuggets from Bucky's. Try your hand at the corn puff covered in caramel at Bucky's. We're not actually
Sponsored by
We're
Lays.
not.
by anybody.
I wish we was.
Elliot as Reese Guiltleaf, the Heartseeker.
I have a face this week, and this is also brought to you by Ghost Broccoli. It is spooky season, everybody, so don't forget to eat your ghost broccoli.
And Ash as Queen Danny Arion.
I have a black cat, and I got her 2 days ago, but you can't see her right now because she doesn't want to be seen on the camera. But she's spooky and she's cute.
Spooky season. As always, I'm Lumpy Bronzarm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra delved into Dusk Fathom, the realm of Norgorber. Tugging on the threads of a conspiracy has led our heroes into the lost silhouette deep beneath the sewers of Axis, the elemental plane of law. Through the smelly sewers they waded until stopped at a small dock by two Thanadaemons, beings of pure evil from the Urgathoan land of Abaddon, leapt at Lux Et Umbra, not realizing their fatal error. Arwen and Ares pounced upon the daemons before Danny could utter a single word of command: the beast's hunger. From their robes, the wicked creatures pulled dark crystals, which they crushed in their hands. Soul gems, imbued with the soul of a sentient being, empowered the Thanadaemons, but to no avail. Torn apart like so many other foes before them, only a pile of cloth remained. While catching their breath, Khan realized the construction of this place seems highly soundproof, implying sneaking could be the way to go. Zavid found a black sapphire within the robes of the Thanadaemons. Being unable to speak directly to the soul therein, the Umbromancer took a different route, speaking to the stone itself. The precious gem was all too eager to speak to another of what it knew. Dubbing it Sapphire, Zavid sussed out that it most likely contained the soul of an angel, which he would attempt to free at a later time. Sapphire warned Lux Et Umbra that the creatures who carried it would avoid certain parts of the dungeon, but it did not know why. Not understanding a clear warning of danger when they hear one, Lux Et Umbra marched headlong directly towards Sapphire warned against going. However, still paranoid as always, Zavid cast a scrying eye to scout ahead, a most fortuitous choice. The eye came upon what it appeared to be a small maze. Rounding its way within, Zavid's true-seeing magic gave away several traps, swinging blades, buff-disrupting runes, and a torture daemon lying in wait for an ambush. Ever sneaky, Khan led the way through the maze and around the obstacles to a hallucinatory wall spotted by Zavid. Leading to a small jail area, more questions arose. Through Danny's telepathic powers and promises of cupcakes, they learned they had found not only the puppet petitioner who would be forced to replace Eopol, but also First Emperor Taldaris. Danny discovered the third in command of the Lost Silhouette, Thousand Names, had set a trap for them. Yet a double trap was sprung. Going invisible, Reese backed up Rat Max Khan as she snuck between the prison bars to unlock Taldaris' chains. The inevitable was only too happy to smash the faces of his captors. While making quick work of Thousand Names, the strange alien-like Yithian, who had introduced herself as Alzem, the former tiefling, telepathically mind-swapped herself with an enemy Axiomite. With Taldaris and Alzem in lockstep behind, Lux Et Umbra's morale was soaring. That is, until Zavid's necromancer's visage began to tingle. Within a torture chamber, strapped to a table, surrounded by undead Axiomites, was Wyssilka the Fantabulous, Khan's childhood friend and fellow circus performer. Yet Zavid could tell these wretched fiends had changed their friend Wyssilka into an undead Ghast. Blood boiling, fur standing on end, Khan Rizzolo begins to see red. That's where we're coming in today, in the infinite floating void of Baba Yaga. The hero card mat, ever vast in front of you, the cards the size of basketball courts with faces of familiar PCs lie in front of you. Baba Yaga looms over the horizon, her raven locks floating about her. She looks down and says, "Welcome back, players. 3 weeks in a row. Goodness me, I think that's a record for quite some time. Welcome back. Wonderful to see you all.
Glad
I
to
believe
be
today. Yes, I believe Shane, it is your turn today. Please come forward. Who will it be? 6 down, 6 remain.
Yes, indeed. I like to go through them all and just kind of look at the pros and cons and what I think is going to happen. Starting from top to bottom, left to right, with Con, I think Con's card's probably something combat focused. Maybe it's like something to aid like with evasion, or maybe it's a way to just add like sneak attack to one thing, even if you don't have it. Which, something like that. I'm thinking like that could be good. I'm gonna skip Danny's because I've already agreed not to take Danny's since we're gonna try to keep it fun and random here. Lumbee is a paladin of Abadar or a cleric? Okay,
Paladin.
so I already took one paladin with Demirius. I could be the paladin stealer and just steal all the paladins. That'd be kind of fun. If it's Abadar, it's probably something like taking. Well, actually, there really isn't like an advantage disadvantage in Pathfinder, but the way that they do order in that system is you don't roll, like Modrons don't roll for damage. They always take the average damage every time, and they can cancel out advantage or disadvantage and always make it a regular roll every time. Or you can make a roll just be a 10, like it take 10 on an attack or something. So maybe if it's Abadar, it's something like that, but I don't know. That could also be money related, like just get like 1 million gold. Merla. Now Merla's interesting because she's kind of a mushroom grandma, like a really sweet halfling lady that would make you like incredible dishes, but they have to have like stuff she found in the forest in them. Like you're not gonna have anything that it wasn't something she's like, I picked that 2 days ago or something like that. I wonder if it's like a healing. She might have like a healing thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. If I recall, she was the healer type in our group.
If there's one thing Merla's gonna do, it's heal.
Yeah. So maybe it's an ability to heal other people. Like if we if you see somebody within 60 feet of you, you can use all 3 of your actions and just give them full hit points or something cool like that. That's what I would think. Then for Reese, I think would either be stealth based because of Reese's like focus on stealth, or it would be social. So maybe like diplomacy, society, something like that. And then I don't know what the hell Sir Hop maybe like a jump. or just that one spell that all the mages use, warding aggression, just like you get to use that a lot or something. So that's what I think. With that in mind, if there's one thing that I feel Zavid lacks a lot of, it is social grace. We're gonna go with Reese. Reese, give me some of your erudite social power. I need assistance.
I thought you were gonna go for Khan, honestly.
I thought Con.
I was also incorrect. I forgot who I even said.
Somebody said Reese.
Yeah, I said Merla. That's right.
I said Reese.
Elle, you got it.
Hero point.
So yeah, I was gonna say take a hero point then, Elder.
My psychic powers win again.
Yes, indeed.
For maybe the first time.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've ever gotten it. Elliot, I have just sent you, if you would, in a moment, read that off. Not right this second, but... No. Very well, Reese, eh? Starting the wheel off, I see. Reese Gilpin.
Maybe it just gives me like a really buff physique. It's just a cosmetic thing. You're just now buff.
Right. And Baba Yaga reaches down her mighty hand, flips over the card, and before you is Reese. Long, silky white hair with a long, I believe you said you're doing purple now because of your wog. Purple streak in it.
Yes.
Gold chain, but otherwise, just a little bit of a Speedo.
How tall is Reese?
He's like 6'8".
Oh, he's
that
really
tall?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So so Shane is looking up at this man in a Speedo, like maybe I've made a mistake.
Yeah, Yeah, no, he's close to like 6'8". I know Gurka was taller than him.
Yeah.
And she was like 7 foot something. So, or maybe he was 6'3". Either way, he's like 6 foot something. He's not short.
6 foot tall.
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
I'm
and
6
some
foot.
change.
6 foot and tall inches.
Yeah, 6 foot and tall inches.
Yeah.
So yeah, his magical card turns over and says, "Rippling and chiseled, running, jumping, climbing trees. Damn, that elf is hot."
Oh, it's a haiku. Nice.
Yeah. So all this time watching Reese's athletic prowess increases Khan's, Danny's, Zavid's, and Zavid's acrobatics or athletics proficiency by 1 step.
Oh, that's big. That's so good. Okay.
Yeah. You guys-
So everyone go to your skills tab right now. Well, not
Holy
Reese,
shit.
actually.
No,
dude.
I don't need any
Everyone,
more.
but yeah,
I
you
got a
don't
lot.
get this one. Everyone but Reese, go to your skills tab.
Oh my
In the top
God.
right, click the edit list. It's a little blue pen. And then go down to, you can only pick one, acrobatics or athletics, and click it 1 step higher to a maximum of legendary.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have legendary acrobatics. I can
Oh,
now
yes.
crawl at full speed. I can fall from any height and take no fall damage.
You can fall
I
from
can-
orbit.
You're
I can fall
putty.
from orbit and land and be fine. I'd like.
Athletics is
Um,
the only one I do not have, so
Mm.
I'm
Might be good.
Being untrained at level 17, going to trained, that's a huge jump.
Athletics
Yeah.
is also super useful.
Danny's athletics is currently at a 0 because her strength is a 0. So if you give yourself
Oh.
trained, I think that'll put you at like a 20 or something.
okay.
Or 19 maybe.
Yeah, because I have a -1 strength, so mine's
How
an.
do
I have a
Right,
plus.
It
First,
would
you
not.
click the little blue pen at the top right where it says Edit List, and then
Yep.
go over to under Prof, and where it's got the little line next to Athletics, click it 1 time, and it'll just say a T.
This changes how I'm gonna do my level up. Like
Yeah, I
I
figured
have to
it
go
would, but I
back
didn't
now
think you'd
and
mind.
change
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know,
good.
'cause
This is a
with,
good decision.
With Reese, his acrobatics is at 23, but his athletics is at 26.
Nice. Danny, if you're having issues with yours, I can just swap or change that up real quick for you.
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Thank
There you
you.
go. You now have a
Thank
you went from 0 to 19 in athletics instantly.
Jesus.
That was better for you than it was for any of us.
Yeah, right?
I also love the idea that like Reese shows up and is just like posing, or whatever, and like you
Did I
chiseled
become
muscles
more
and stuff,
athletic?
and it's like you could be just like me, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be even squishier and weirder.
See, I think Reese like turns over to you as Savine and just goes, "You know what? I wouldn't expect anything less, but I really don't want to be in that body again and experience that. So just stay away from me as far as switching bodies. Thank you." And he
My
Whoa.
bones can bend now.
And he turns into a blue transparent hologram. Wonderful
yeah.
choice. This especially seems to be quite a boon to little Miss Danny. But let us see. For next week, our 100th episode, Eldritch, you, having been here since session 1, get to choose.
Oh, yippee!
Ta-ta for now. And you may close out of Baba Yaga's map as she fades once more into the abyss. As we come back in at the top round of combat within the Lost Silhouette. And I need to take all of you off of the combat tracker real fast to make it Fantasy Grounds run a little bit smoother. But where we came in, Zavid has just discovered that your friend Wyssilka the Fantabulous has strapped to a table, surrounded by these Axiomite Grave Knights, dead or undead law elves who have turned her into a ghast and undead within just the last couple of hours. And first up in the Khan has shouted her wog magic, hearing that her good friend is being tormented, and given everyone a boost to their temporary hit points and initiative, making Taldaris first. So what he is going to do is say, "We must get your friend! Come quickly!" And he runs 5, 10, 15, 20 to here, He
Triggers
is
a trap, dies instantly.
that would be hysterical. He is going to attempt to grapple this Grave Knight. So that is against his. That's number 3. So that's that one. That's going to be against his reflex save DC, which is a 34. So I need to hit a 34. Whoops, not with that. With athletics, not acrobatics. 49, a critical athletics. So, Taldaris is going to grab this Grave Knight, and with his last action is going to cast the jump spell to bring him back here and body slam him into the ground right next to Reese and your new friend, Grave Knight, Alzem, and pass his turn. That's going to Zavid. And this guy's
Okay.
well.
Wait a second. I just got a message from my wife. She sent me maybe the most adorable photo of my child who's sleeping on her arm, and then she said, "Now I'm nap trapped."
Aww.
There are worse
Okay.
things to be.
Yeah, I'll share it with you guys in a second.
Sure.
All right, combat.
Yes. Taldaris has just ran in, grabbed this guy, and leapt backwards with the jump spell and suplexed him into the ground. He's holding him restrained to the ground right in front of all of you.
To grapple somebody, does that's I'm guessing
Athletics.
an athletics check.
And he critical. He rolled a 49 against a DC of 34.
I have a plus 18 to my athletics. I could have had a plus 20, but I don't. So that would mean I would need a 17, a natural 17 to beat that DC. That's not worth it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in once this thing stops lagging, and then let me move my token. Hello, hi. All right. I'm gonna have to move. Well, actually, maybe can I see? No, I don't think I can see. That wall is in the way.
I mean,
What are you
could
trying to
look
see?
around the corner, right?
Yeah, you had looked around the corner a moment ago. That's how you knew Wyssilka was in there.
Okay, because I might want to use all my actions instead of having to use one to move.
Yeah, you can see in there. And Danny, you're on deck.
Oh. I forgot this spell. Hold on. Maybe this might be the one. Is she strapped to the table, or is she just laying at the table?
She is strapped to it, yes.
Okay.
She's going to need to roll stuff, or you could use magic, or you could aid her in some way to get her out. But yeah, she's strapped.
Look at this.
Oh, hey, music.
Oh my god, I have a spell called Collective Transposition,
That spell kicks ass. Oh my god.
and it's exactly what I need.
It's literally exactly what you need.
I was just like, what
That's
is
so
this?
funny.
And it's exactly the spell I need.
It's exactly the spell you need. Yeah.
You teleport up to 2 creatures to new positions within a 30-foot emanation of myself. And their positions must be unoccupied entirely within the area and within your line of sight. So basically, I think I just swapped 2 people, right? Oh, you're muted.
Do I-
Sorry, I was shaking my G Fuel. Yes, I think it kind of works like Dimension Door, doesn't it? Or do you swap their places? Is that how it works?
Transposition, it sounds like you're swapping 2 people.
You could
That's what it
probably
sounds-
swap one of the Grave Knights with Wyssilka.
But maybe it's possible, but you could basically just make 2 people go anywhere within the 30 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna, I will use, hold on. Okay, wow, all right, perfect actually.
30 feet.
I am going to cast Collective Transposition. I need to double check how many slots I got. I might have to upcast. I think I'm out of 6th level slots.
You
This is-
are. I went through and listened to the episodes. You are definitely out of those.
I think I have higher slots though. I could do that this with. And I also, forgive me, anyone watching who knows how to play Pathfinder 2nd edition, and I'm playing like a 5e caster without having it. But this was literally on my character sheet in this game. So it's like it's prepped, okay?
It
It's
is, yeah.
just
It actually is prepped.
all right. I'll use a 7th level spell slot. Who wants to get in there? Con, do you want to
Oh,
be in there
let me
right
in. Let
now?
me in. Let me in.
Hey, Con,
Let
you're
me
gonna
in there.
go where Basilica, or sorry, where Wyssilka is, and Wyssilka is going to poof over, next to Danny. I'd like right here, away from the Axiomite. That way, if Danny wants to heal Wyssilka, Danny can. I'd also like Wyssilka to be oriented standing upright. Yeah. Poof.
I spun her the wrong way.
Yeah, and then that's 2 actions. I have an action. This man. Oops.
Oh,
I think I
guess
just
we're
had
kind of
her
off
target him by
where-
accident.
Let's go like this. Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt him.
This little dude here?
I'm gonna make him hurt.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna make
Mr.
him
Roll
suffer.
Die.
He will rue the day that he messed with my friends. Once I figure out how to open up my spells and
Yeah,
What are you trying to
Elliot,
cast?
your cat, your beast.
there we go.
What's
God,
the
I
name of the
figured this out.
beast?
Owl.
Oh my goodness, owl.
Bitch,
Oh,
fail.
that's a good failure. Nice. What's this?
Sweet.
What are you casting or doing?
Harm.
Nice. Love it.
So I
Whew.
reach out and touch Faith, and then I'm gonna pass my turn.
61 damage. Hell yes. Danny, that brings it to you.
I'm out of
Yep.
harms, guys. That was it.
So, first things first. Where is Arwen and Ares?
They are behind you? Do you need the map loaded?
Yeah, I got the map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're
I just seen
southwest
them.
of you.
Okay, so but they're by me, correct?
Yeah, behind you.
Okay, so I'm going to give one of my turns
Hmm.
so that way Ares can get in there, correct?
Yep.
Would he be able to make it up there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Ares can get there.
Perfect.
And that'll
And
make
I
that guy flat-footed. Or off guard, whatever.
and I would like him to take a bite of him.
Hell yeah. Okay, Ares. Okay. Jaws attack against the off-guard Grave Knight. That's still a hit with a nat 9. Pretty good.
Nice.
Ares and Arwen are absolute monsters at this level. 37 piercing damage. Well, 4 of that's fire, so 33 piercing. Okay.
Okay. And I can't seem to find Arwen on the thing
There you go.
because yeah, thank you.
She was
And-
just slightly further behind.
Okay, thank you. So can I give my other turn to her?
Absolutely.
Putting her there.
Sure. Just
Going
gonna move her
for-
here to make it easier to target stuff.
Thank you.
Yep.
And she's gonna go for the other Grave Knight.
The other one. All right. So that's also off guard with Khan. Good lord, these guys are so screwed. So, Jaws attack from Arwen. Oh, these guys taste great. Oh! Thank you for taking us out for a feast,
Arwen.
mother. 30 damage from Arwen. You still have 1 action left.
And Zavi mentioned something about healing Wyssilka.
Does
she need healing?
Number 1, not really, but I should probably remind you she is an undead.
Mm.
Well, soothe is a
Oh,
mental.
so that's
heal.
true. That's
That
true.
would still
That's
work.
true. That would. I'm just don't
So-
cast heal on her is all I'm
Right,
saying.
yeah. Cure or not cure once, but yeah,
Yeah,
heal.
heal. Don't cast heal on her.
Okay, so healing like
Soothe would be
hands.
great. Yeah, soothe
Soothe
would
would
be,
work.
lay on hands would also hurt her.
Okay, so can I do a? Let me see if I can do a first level soothe.
Well, if she's not hurt though, maybe
Yeah, she's not really hurt. She's just freshly
Yeah.
undead.
maybe
Okay.
maybe get a look at her. Maybe you can make a check to kind of assess how where her mind is at right now, like what's going on with her
If that
before
could
you
be
make a
something.
decision.
Yeah, if
Sure.
that's something I could do, that would make sense.
Yeah, medicine check in the tower.
Absolutely. Do. There we go. Let me find the tower now. That's always the issue, isn't it? Okay. There we go.
You can see that they were trying to operate on the side of her head, but they hadn't gotten very far yet. You can see they had shaved a little section right here, and they had just got a little bit of an incision here. They were doing something to her head, but in the din of combat, that's all you can get from that roll.
Okay. And that's gonna be my go.
Yep, that's your whole turn. So Ares, Arwen are done. That actually brings it up to Wyssilka, our good friend here. And you're Zavid and no, everyone can give me perception checks in the tower real quick.
Do it.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Perception check. Well, I'm
No.
about to proceed.
Combat's too loud. You just see Wyssilka kind of shake her head, and you see her kind of try to smile a little bit. And actually, oh, there's one other thing you do notice with your medicine check there. Here it is. Let me share this image of her really fast. And now that you're standing right next to her, you can see that in addition to the clown makeup, she has the white makeup, the red nose, the red lipstick. She normally has very dark eyeliner around her eyes, but as in the picture, it's all smeared and drained as though she's been crying, obviously. But the most obvious thing is that they have tattooed a Ghast smile onto her. A toothy, permanent smile is tattooed to Wyssilka's face.
Nothing's permanent with magic.
That's
I cast
true,
remove
but-
tattoo.
But for now, she has a tattooed Ghast smile.
It is
But
kind of badass.
It's
I will
kinda
say,
badass, yeah.
I understand it was against her will, and that's awful. But also,
And I'm
she
sure-
could rock it if she wanted.
She
to.
kind of rocks. She kind of rocks it, yeah. But Wyssilka looks at her hands, sees that they're unbound, and the Ghast smile goes wide as she begins to smile. From inside her clown jester outfit, she pulls a long spear, and from another pocket, she pulls out what appears to be a bowling pin, and she jumps into action over here with a single action because she has quick leap because she's a Ghast, and then she begins to juggle. In her right hand, she has a potion and her bowling pin going up and down in one hand, and her spear in the other. As she
Shouldn't all of her stuff be invisible since she's a mime?
That would be hilarious. I actually looked into making her some kind of like silence-based caster, but I don't know, it didn't work out. But what she does is she gets to the other side of this and uses Flurry of Blows with a spear attack, and then an attack with the bowling pin, the juggling pin. Both hit wonderful. Piercing damage, bludgeoning damage. That is 2 actions, and let's see.
In my head, it's invisible because it looks cool.
That's funny.
This guy
That is
is
funny.
like, she's like juggling nothing. He's like confused, and then she just thwacks him in the face with nothing and stabs him, and we see blood like come out of a like invisible wound that comes
You
off
know
the
what?
back.
I like it. I'm going with it. It's they're invisible weapons. She's miming it. I like that headcanon so much.
That's
But
really
her
good.
her third action is going to be an intimidation on this guy. Natural 20 for a 44. Fabulous. So that's Grave Knight 3. So he's going to be frightened too. Good times. Good job, Wyssilka, coming in hot. So now you know Wyssilka is a monk.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Come on.
Does she have OCD?
What do you mean?
The show monk. Never mind.
Oh, the show monk. Yes, yes. Well, that's the end of her
bad
turn.
joke. Bad joke.
That brings
That's
it
good.
to Alzem, your new friend who was a tiefling, became a Yithian, and is now an undead grave knight. Takes a
I
step
feel
up.
bad for Alzim. I feel like we need to find their original body and somehow get them back.
But
Yeah,
also,
ooh,
this
that's
body
a
is
miss.
really good for them.
This
Right
body kinda
now,
rocks. Yeah,
in
it's
this
much more
moment-
powerful.
But like,
Nope.
I would still feel upset if I was just put into like the
Con.
body of a bodybuilder who I didn't know, you know, like
True,
or something
true.
like that. I'd be like, yeah, I can lift things better, and I probably look cooler, but it's not me, you know.
It's for sure better than the Yith.
I just
Con,
kind
you're
of think
up.
of
Yeah.
like, Scooby Doo. But yeah, but I can look at myself naked.
That's what being trans is like. When like your body changes a little bit, you're like, I can look at myself naked, and you're like, look at these no titties, or look at these titties. It's great.
I love that.
100% can attest.
I mean, theoretically, we can all do that at any
That's
point,
true.
you know.
It's true. But now you
I
have
don't
So-
like wake up thinking that, but like, I mean, you know, maybe I could. I could be like, you know what, I feel pretty good today.
These tables have turned pretty quickly in the last 6 seconds. Con, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm just reading a spell description.
Oh, sure.
Han's about to start spinning the daggers in her hands so fast they turn into like saw blades. Let's cut off their heads.
Oh, but Wyssilka's cool. She's a monk, and I gave her the juggler dedication. So, like, she can have more than one item in one hand and can still be considered having nothing in her hand.
Oh shit.
The way I built her, she can be juggling a weapon and a potion and still be considered having a free hand for, like, maneuvers and stuff.
That's sick.
It's very cool.
I now I want a mime character in 5e that sets invisible traps like a hitbox or something, and then that's like a
literal
snare or something.
hitbox.
Someone goes there and they fall prone, like what the hell? Or just like they have this they remind me big hammer, and the other person who's like restrained is like no, and then they just get flattened by nothing.
See, when you said hitbox, I was thinking a mimed hitbox that she's just like pushing, and everyone's like, oh no, we don't know what's in the box.
It would have to. Shield would have to be a spell that they would get for free. And just like, yeah, they've got like a wall there, so someone tries to hit them, and then there's this wall, and they're like, what the hell?
Yep.
Sorry. I'm just
All
having
right.
fun with this.
But yeah, sorry, Con,
Yeah.
your turn.
Khan is going to cast Mirror's Misfortune.
Oh god, what does that do?
It creates an illusory duplicate Khan, and if someone hits the duplicate, then they have to make a will save or else they get bad luck.
Oh god, okay.
I've been wanting to use this spell for a long time. I don't even think it's all that strong, but man, is it funny.
That's
It's
great.
very
No,
funny.
so that comes into effect if they hit you?
Yeah, you split your real self and a mirrored version of yourself that curses would-be attackers with misfortune on their next attacks.
Okay, cool, got it. So yeah,
Yeah.
go. Then I think you still have one action.
Yes, and I
Sweet.
have my free.
Oh, and your free fist weapon.
Yeah,
Also, you could have had your reaction because Arwen and Ares both hit.
it occurred to me. I'll catch you next time. I'll catch you
Okay.
next time. Yeah. So Khan does basically like a little goes into like a handstand and springboards off of this like surgery table, and then when she lands, there's one Khan back where she took off from, but there's another Khan in an adjacent square.
So I imagine it is like, as I cast my spell, you dove forward midair, disappeared, appeared there, handstand on the thing, and then split into two cons all in like one cool motion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so badass.
Han is just the whole S5.
Con is amazing. Always has been.
But yeah, I think duplicate Khan would be over here.
Okay, I can probably get you another image.
Duplicon?
Duplicon.
Yeah.
Here.
Dupli-
Sounds like it sounds like a transformer. I am Duplicon.
Duplicon.
That sounds terrifying.
It does.
It does.
Well, I'm terrified for these people because they pissed off Khan. I wouldn't want to be in their position.
No, I wouldn't either.
You know? Oh, wow, I'm the enemy of Urgathoa. Big fucking deal. Whoop-de-doo. Enemy of Khan. There's nowhere you can hide.
No.
Khan will
But then
find
she
you,
will.
and she
Kill
will
you.
end you.
But then they also know Zavid and Reese is not far behind.
There. Where would you like the duplicate con? I finally was able to get it.
Real Khan is gonna step to the side and duplicate Khan is going to be on the table.
Great. All right. Duplicon.
Yeah.
Okay, then I believe you have 2 actions, right?
Yes. I'm just gonna make 2 attacks against Axiomite Grave Knight 2.
Sweet.
One with her little gladius, and one with the bladed blade.
You mean Khan's bladed blade?
Yes, Khan's bladed blade. Oh, absolutely. The first thing she would have done post stealing it is scratch out the watermark. How much she made
is
it.
pleased. Okay, missed with the Gladius, but you get your free action with Khan's bladed blade.
Yeah. Never take an art commission from Khan.
But that's a hit.
She'll etch out your watermark.
Okay, roll that damage. So sick. Whew, 30 damage with just your gauntlet, bladed gauntlet to this guy, right to the back of the dome. That makes it their turn. Oh, this is the one that's on the ground. Oh boy, this is very bad for this guy. So, they have an aura of some kind, I believe. When they use a spell or ability... Oh, okay, that's not helpful at all. Great. So, okay, what he's gonna do is stand up as a single action, and then facing directly south, in a 30-foot cone, he's going to use a devastating blast as he unleashes a 30-foot cone of electricity. So I need for Reese, who you have advantage on this, roll a reflex save. Your DC is 34.
Awesome.
And then Taldaris and Alzem need to roll for that as well. But they do not get advantage. Taldaris. Okay, Alzem succeeds. Ooh, Taldaris net ones it, but he rolled high enough that it's just a regular fail, not a critical failure. So, Reese, you succeeded, but you have evasion or greater evasion, I think. So that's actually a critical success. Reese, you take no damage due to not only your dexterous ability, but also your Taiga Lenorm armor is highly resistant to electricity. So Taldaris is going to take 46 damage, and Alzem is going to take 23 as they passed their save. Great, that's the end of the Axiomite Grave Knight's turn. Reese, you are up.
I DM'd you a question.
Yo.
Can I do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want to do?
I DM'd you a question.
Oh, I did not see that. Let me see.
I thought that was an odd response to what Elias said. I DM'd you a question. Yo.
I misunderstood what he said. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I would consider it an object.
Me too. So, Reese looks around the corner and sees...
You know, before you say this, roll a public perception check.
That's actually a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. Because you see what's going to happen if you fail that perception check, right?
Yes.
Yes. So public perception. I want everyone to see this. 36. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly the DC for a level 17 character.
Yeah.
So you precisely know how to do this.
Yes. So, what he does is he looks around the corner, assesses what's right there, and he sees 2 cons, and is just like, alright, this is a 50-50. And he looks at the one that's on the table, and then he just starts laughing. Like, Reese doesn't do this shit. But he has the most brilliant idea. He's going to use telekinetic projectile and take the con from the table and slam it into the one that is right in front of him.
Like the
Flying
grave knight that's in
rats.
front of Reese, or the one that's in front of, like, Ares? You're making it fly across the room?
Oh yeah!
Hilarious. Okay, so roll your attack against the grave knight.
Yes, would that just be telekinetic projectile on
Telekinetic
it?
projectile, just drop it right on him.
Okay. I'm trying, but it's not letting me.
Okay, one sec. Let me see. Reese, actions.
I don't know if you set that up, or what.
I thought I'd had, yeah, telekinetic projectile, gear, R spell. Do you see where it says R spell under telekinetic projectile when you click the gear?
Oh, the gear. Okay.
Yeah, gear. It used to be an hourglass. It's a gear now. Take R spell and just drop it on his head.
Okay.
There it goes. Not quite enough. Okay, so you pick up the con and hurl it across the room, and it lands poof, and skips over to here.
That's fine.
You still have one action.
With that one action, I think that he's just gonna do his wog
Okay.
and activate
Stab twice.
that. Yeah. So then just do that, and then just be like, throw him off with a flying, with the flying rat,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, rats.
yeah,
As we
giant,
determined last time, these guys hate
yeah,
rats.
the giant grouse, as far as he's concerned, and I'm gonna gill hook him.
Gil Hook. This guy's so dead. Ooh, maybe not.
Let's
One
do
more?
that one more.
No, hey, that one hits. Yes, natty roll 8 for 38. So rolled some damage on that.
And Reese just goes, made you look.
Nice. Okay, that's the end of your turn with 30 damage. That brings us to the Axiomites. This guy's a little freaked out at what just happened. Oh, right! And he just got attacked by both of these, and there's a table in the way. So I think he's going to attack Ares, who's right in front of him. Oh, giant dog! Managed to hit. It was a high roll. Hmm?
Blood Vendetta.
You can do that. Okay, so he hit 32 wounds on Ares. Blood Vendetta makes him have to roll, I think, a dexterity save, right?
Mhm.
So click the gear next to Blood Vendetta.
Let me find it. 1 second. Very sorry.
No problem.
Should we go high level? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you can do that. So just, yeah, make him roll the save. Drop that will DC 34 on him.
Let me take Wyssilka off. And is it 1 or 2?
This is just a reaction.
Oh no, am I putting it on which
Oh, on number 1. I see what your question is.
Sorry, the computer froze at the moment. My deepest apologies.
You're good. So it
Okay,
increases.
we're just gonna go that one. Come on, computer. Just do your job. There we go.
You can do it. We have faith in you, buddy.
Okay, do you want me to drop the will save or
Yeah,
the
will save.
Okay. Okay, and you said on 1.
Yep, on number 1. There he goes. Oh, that was almost a nat 1. So it's a regular success. So that means it'll take half damage, I think. Yep, half the persistent bleed. So you said you might upcast it. It looks like you can only upcast it to even leveled slots. What level would you like to upcast it to?
You know what? We're gonna do 8.
8th level. Okay, so that's going to be... Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, so 2d6... 4... 8... 10. Okay, so 5d6 pure. Got it. That's how much I need to give it. So you open up a whole bunch of wounds on this guy. Persistent 5d6 bleed. That's going to really hurt here in a second, once he ends his turn. So you see him slash at your dog with his short sword, and you think, not today. A bunch of wounds open up. Ah! And he thinks, maybe I should not attack that. So he's going to try and attack Arwen.
I can't do blood vendetta on that one, can I?
He's going to miss on that, and he's going to think, I can't get the attack. These things must get out. And it's going to move up to try and help flank on Khan. But it doesn't have enough actions to actually attack you, but it's going to make you off guard, ending its turn. He's going to bleed heavily and fail his check, so he takes I don't know why he didn't take any damage. He should have taken 21 damage. Let me give him that. So, all right. So this guy, seeing that he is now set up, goes, "Ugh, rat!" and swings his short sword down. Ooh, nat 19. That's a critical.
Wow!
Wah!
Ah!
Bunch of damage. 66. Some of it was absorbed because of your Wog power there, Khan. And he's going to follow up with a fist attack. Probably miss. Oh, nat 17. Jeez. Yeah, so that hits. Does a little damage. 28 more damage. And I think... Yeah, because he doesn't have spells left, he's going to attempt to intimidate. What is your will DC, Con?
35.
35, huh? 34, failure. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Imaro, the old man, is just going to cower in the boat, let you all do the fighting. Taldaris is up now. Okay, he's having none of this guy. He's just going to, beat him to death, essentially. Yes, critical fist attack. He casts fist. Well, freezing dice. There they go.
You should warm them up.
54 damage, including a little bit of law damage. This guy's not looking great. Going to follow up. Nat 7, still a hit. 27, still not dead, huh? Okay, then he's going to go for broke, just punching this guy to death here on the ground. Nat 1, that's not going to do it. Zavid, you are up. And then Danny, you're on deck.
Okay.
I feel like, oh god, Khan. What the fuck?
She got critted.
Yeah. They hate rats.
They do, they really hate rats.
Rat!
I should make that like a ringtone.
That would
like,
be so funny.
My alarm on Sundays is just, oh, rats!
I have a soothe on deck here.
Oh yeah.
Or in my pocket. Let me find it somewhere. It should be a 9th level soothe.
Ooh.
Do you
You
want
know
to
what? Let
save
me
that
just-
and then I can heal as well? In case you might need it for
would
something
you rather
big.
heal and then I can yeah, I'll have excuse me, God, I haven't picked up
I'd rather you be able to save your bigger spells.
Danny
Okay,
is
something
next in
else.
order.
Okay,
So-
alright.
That's up to
I
you.
will belay that and I'll just we're gonna just do some cantrip stuff. So I think maybe chill touch. Let me double check what that does. Disorients undead, possibly even causing them to flee. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Nice. This is the time for it, because this guy's undead.
Which one are you
Lose.
targeting?
Failure. Number 3, the one right in front of him.
Oh yeah.
22 damage.
And I think it gets that.
Flat-footed, yep, okay.
As
It's
a
looking
result.
real bad.
That's 2 actions. So I'll use an action to shield,
Okay.
and
Then-
that'll be my turn.
Okay, then you get AC +1 for 1 round. End of your turn. Danny, you're up.
Okay, so let's heal Khan. We're gonna go 7th level soothe.
Love it.
So let's do we just drop the heal on her, right?
You do
Yep.
the one that's not the dual image.
Yeah. It's like a plus sign, I think.
Yeah, so 7d10 plus 28.
Sounds right.
Okay, so
65. Con. What does that look like when you heal like that?
it's watching like Arwen and Ares like attack and then get attacked, so then being really like upset, you hit my fucking dog, and then like all of a sudden seeing then like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make sure she kills you. So she just has like this pink energy that just it's kind of glittery too, and it just floats to her, and it kind of just like wraps around her and goes inside.
Oh, a rat.
Like,
Oh, rats.
aw, rats.
Yeah.
You still have one action, and Ares and Arwen can each have one.
So since Arwen is closest to that guy, I'm just gonna let her have her action so she wouldn't have to move. But I will give my last action to Ares to go give
Okay.
him a nice chomp.
Arwen hits with her jaws. How? Oh, starting to get used to the taste of these guys. 34 damage there. All right,
Oh,
and then you want
yeah.
Ares to attack something? Oh, and Con,
Yep.
your reaction
Yeah.
procs.
Yes. My reaction. As a reaction, she uses this this opportunity of like, this guy getting chomped. So she's gonna step.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I drop this on the guy? Yes, I can
Yeah,
drop
you
this on
should.
the guy and not on Ares.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
critical.
There we go.
Nice.
This is gonna hurt a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all those
Oh.
d6s. Holy crap. 79 damage. That brings him to quite low.
The fact he's still alive is wild.
These guys have a decent amount of hit points. And I think you have... Oh, wait, no, that's not even your turn. That's right. So Arwen went once, and Ares went and gets to attack. Which one is Ares biting?
The one by Con.
Both of them are by con. I'll just do number
Are-
2. There we go.
Yeah.
That's the one Ares... Oh, nat 19 for a crit. So
Wow!
Ares
Damn.
coming in
Let's
with
go.
a Jaws attack doing 82 more damage. Holy crap. Wonderful. Done with that there. Wyssilka, the Ghast-tastic. So, seeing what's going on here, she's going to first flurry of blows and stab down at this guy with her spear. See if that happens. If that... Nat 20. Nat
Fuck
20.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, Wyssilka. Bring the pain, girl. That's it. She got him. 51 damage. Ignored. Overkilled it by 35. She stabs down with this, but using the momentum of the spear, piercing through the body of this Grave Knight. She hits it on the floor and leaps across 35 feet to here using her ghoul leap. And using the second part of her flurry is going to Jaws attack down at this guy. Biting down as she lands. Hit. Wonderful. That was 2 actions. Yes, and then lastly, she's going to hit with her juggling pin. Oh, wait. That's going to be from her highest penalty. Probably not going to do it. Yeah, it's a crit miss. Okay. I want everyone to give me another perception check in the
Okay.
tower. Okay, well, Khan and Zavid, Khan got a nat 19, Zavid got a nat 20. You both hear a very tiny voice coming from behind Arwen saying, "Help! The fire! The flames!" And as you look, there's a tiny doll sitting on on the table, strapped to it, right under Arwen, kind of nearly with the flames licking near its face. I have a... Well, I'll show you the image later when you get a little
Please
closer.
do.
But I'll show you later when you get closer. You can't right now. So
$8.
that's it for Wyssilka's turn. Alzem, seeing that this Grave Knight is dead, says, "Come on, now's our chance!" Runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Adamantine short sword on our Grave Knight friend here. Ooh, that'll do it. A critical hit. A charge attack. Raw! Taking that one out. And then last is going to try and intimidate this one. Nat 1, not happening. Rawr! Pulls it to Con.
All right,
And
cool.
that one next to you is dead.
Yes. I think she's gonna have her mirror image just run back into the fray. I don't think the illusory con can like make noise, so she's just kind of like waving her arms, like kind of over here. Because the only way that the spell takes effect is if someone hits illusory con.
That's right.
And it is pretty nasty if they fail the is it wisdom?
Wisdom save?
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that would make sense for an illusion.
It would. Wait, didn't this... They attacked you last time. You know what?
They
I'm gonna...
attacked me, but not my illusion.
Oh, you're right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll save. We'll save.
Mhm.
If they fail, then for the next hour, they have disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, yikes.
And if they critical fail, the creature must roll its next 4 attack rolls twice and take the lower result. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to projectile that into the one in front of me, because I'm like, oh, he gets hit with that. He's literally getting hit with con.
But he didn't take a hostile action against it.
Mm-hmm. That guy was so screwed, he had no idea what to attack.
Yeah.
It's true.
So big whoop, big surprise, Con is gonna stab.
All right, it's very off guard.
Mm-hmm.
And Reese, you're on deck.
Yep.
That'll do it. 43.
Am I grabbing the right? Here we go. That's the right.
Come on, damage. 38 damage. All right, that's one action.
Yeah. And then I'll do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. Probably gonna miss. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna use my my gambling hero point
Ooh. Okay.
for doing so good at gambling.
That's a hit. Nice. Good use
Cool.
of a hero point. You just hit the AC. It's 38.
Nice.
43 more damage. This guy's looking really bad.
Yeah. Good. Ugh,
Yeah.
I hate glaive knights.
Oh, why are you stabbing me? Oh,
Ugh.
noble creature, kill me. Oh, this is beneath me. Oh.
Ugh.
I believe you still have an action and your
Yeah.
free punch.
Can I? I'm just gonna go all out just this once.
Do it.
Can I induce a debilitation on,
Oh, yeah.
on this fellow?
Yeah. Which one?
Bleed.
Yes. That's 3d6?
Yeah.
Oh, he actually already has 5d6 bleed on top on him, and they don't stack.
Oh, okay. Never
You
mind.
could
then.
give him precision.
Yeah, I'll give him precision.
So roll 3d6 publicly.
3d6.
Oh, he's got like 3 hit points. If you can hit him with your fist weapon, he's dead.
Yeah. Then I'll try to hit him with my fist weapon.
Please be net 20.
Ah, not
That's
quite
a
enough.
miss.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. Reese, you're up. If you can
Okay.
hit him at all, he's dead.
Okay,
Literally
so
3 hit points.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do telekinetic projectile again. I'm going to smother his face with the mirrored con.
The fake con.
Yep, with the fake con, he gets that smothered into his face, so he suffocates to death via rat.
Love it. So roll that damage. Or roll to hit him.
Yep, let me just pop that. Come on. No need a funny death.
Ah, not quite enough.
How? Why does he? What
It's
is
38 is their AC.
He refuses to be killed
Or
by
30,
rats.
or I guess it's 36 because it's flat-footed. You missed it by 1. Yeah.
So he just like takes Con and floats a mirror image Con in front of his face, and then he goes and pulls out an arrow and pops it at him.
Yep, okay. Let's see the arrow. You can
Yep.
shoot 2.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go and shoot. Let's see. Um, we'll do an earth arrow. I forgot what that is.
Yeah, you haven't used one of those in a while. They do bludgeoning damage
Okay,
on top
great.
of piercing.
Great.
Oh,
Oh,
3.
it's okay. I can do it again. It's like, fuck. I was too focused on the rat smothering. Oh
Another
my god.
That makes it its turn. So it is going to, because I want to see what happens, it's going to try to attack you, Khan. Must take out the rat. So what does it do? A will save?
Yeah, make a will save.
Oh yeah, it's trying to attack the duplicate. So will
Yes.
save. Now what's its DC? It's yours,
what's
right?
yeah, what's my spell save DC?
Your spell save DC. Which spells? Gear 36. It fails. So what happens on a fail?
Within the next hour, the creature must roll its next 2 attack rolls twice and take the lower result. So just the next 2 attacks are gonna have
Cool.
D&D disadvantage.
Does
All
it also
right.
bleed?
It will at the end of its turn, so it's about to die. So it's going to attack you again, Khan. But 14. Let's see if it now disadvantage. Miss. Yep. And then its last action. Once again, Khan, it's going to attack you. That's a miss, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to roll again to see if it nat ones it. No, still. So regardless, it's a miss. End of its turn, it's going to bleed out as it takes 10 more damage, or it takes 14 damage and dies.
Hell
So
yeah.
we're out of combat. This guy, all 3 of these Axiomite are dead. I need to change this music because, good lord, it's a little too
Yeah,
intense now.
yeah, mine just faded out.
Okay, so we're out of initiative. Well done. You've killed the Grave Knights. You have freed Wyssilka, and there's this strange doll on a table right behind Arwen that I can share an image of now. She has curly red hair and a little top hat on, a bowler top hat type. But she's a cute little doll with large eyes. And Wyssilka,
Kind of
though,
cute, but kind of creepy.
a little bit, a
hate
little
it.
both. Wyssilka, though, looks to all of you, and the bells she wears start to jingle, jangle, jangle, and she looks really excited, and she jumps up onto the table in front of all of you, and from behind you, you hear, "Well, thank you all so much for coming. I didn't think anyone would actually come." And you realize the voice is coming from the doll.
Oh god. Okay.
I want
A
everyone to
doll!
everyone roll occultism checks at the tower, please.
You had to have the person with a doll phobia in your fucking party.
Rats. We go over.
Dolls!
That's Elliot right now going, oh, dolls. Oh, shit.
What was the check again? I was too busy
Occult-
being funny.
Occultism.
You were.
Reese,
Oh,
you're
you're always
definitely
too
going, dolls with that roll.
Yeah.
Good lord. Let's look at this. Reese, you got a nat 2. Ash, you got a nat 3. Con, you got a nat 4. But Zvid, you got a natural 18. So you are the only one who has any idea what this is other than a creepy doll. Zvid, you recognize that this is an Eidolon. Wyssilka is a summoner.
Ooh.
And a monk.
And a monk, and a juggler, and a ghoul. I've managed to fit a
A
whole bunch of
monkener.
dedications. Yeah, she's a monkener. She's a monk with 3 dedications. She's got juggler and ghoul and summoner.
Or I guess a muggler.
A muggler.
Wait, hold on.
A
We're gonna
muggler.
make this work. Because she's a monk and a summoner and a ghoul
She's a
and a
smuggler.
juggler.
Yeah.
She's a smuggler.
Smuggler.
Yeah, she's a smuggler.
She
That's
sneaks
exactly it.
things? No.
Yeah. A summoning monk juggler, a smuggler. That's it. Yeah.
So an eidolon, remind me, is like a part of your soul turned into a creature.
It's taking, basically, it's splitting the soul and putting it into either an inanimate object or a small creature. In this case, it is a doll, which I have mentioned before let me show you. In this image of Wyssilka the Fantabulous from long ago, notice in her hands, she has a doll.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
You know what? I like this other doll rather than that creepy clown doll. So we're good.
I tried to find something that looked like that, but I couldn't find anything that I was happy with. So I went with something that was sort of close. It's a doll with that's kind of like a clown, and it sort of has a top hat. So I figured it was close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had it in the original image of Wyssilka right there. But
That's
now
cool.
it is part of her soul has been, as Zavid figured out, in the process of making her a Ghast, her soul has been split in two, and half of it has been put into this doll that is named Charlie.
That's it.
And it speaks for Wyssilka. Her voice comes
Can I do a check, like a religion check or something, to kind of assess the state of her undead nature?
Absolutely, religion in the tower. And I suppose after her voice comes out of the doll, Wyssilka goes, "Oh, well, that what in the world? Where's I have a voice? It's so high. Where's that coming from? What, Charlie? What's going on?" And yeah, with that roll, that's pretty good. What are you trying to suss out here?
Well, she has her own will.
Mhm.
I want to know exactly the nature of this. Is she under? I mean, they were gonna probably try and like do something to keep control over her, but like, does she have a master, or did she just catch ghoul fever and then because she was already powerful, it went straight to Ghast instead of ghoul or something like that? Like, I want to kind of figure out what's going on here. Is this a curable thing? And would she be, or rather, would she be okay having to eat, humanoid flesh in order to sustain herself? Is that going to be a problem for her?
Give me a medicine check as well.
I thought you said menacing. I'm like, yeah, that checks.
I glare down with
A
all the
menacing
menace
check.
I can muster.
You need mustard?
Mustard, don't be silly. You can see what Reese saw in the combat. There was an incision on the side of her head. You can now that you're not in combat, you see there's sort of a little shunt where they were probably dripping something. You get the sense that they may have given her Ghast fever, and that's why she changed so quickly.
Oh.
Instead of having it something bite her and having it take till the next midnight or whatever it is.
So wait, she didn't like even die, right? Like the fever just transformed her, or okay,
or
is she
something similar.
or rather, is she so far gone that this can't be reversed? Like, what
Essentially.
stage is? Okay,
Yeah, it can't be reversed because you can tell they essentially gave her concentrated Ghast fever.
mm.
And that's why she was able to transform within 4 or 5 hours instead of next week's midnight or whatever the actual thing is.
All right. I share this with everyone, but including her, in case she didn't know how this all went down. And I'm going to tell her everything I know that's not secret to not piss off Fury, but just about gas in general and my personal experience. And just like, thankfully, you don't seem to have like a stench. A lot of gas developed that over time. You don't. It doesn't have to happen, but you need to eat humanoid flesh. You might get away with eating animal flesh, just don't cook it. It has to be raw. It's the only way you can really stomach it. And I'm like giving her tips on how to like live as a Ghast so that she can like not hurt people. Because once the hunger sets in, I like let her know like once you get hungry, you get hungry. And then I'm gonna pull out the cooler. The
Oh yeah.
what do I call it?
The bag of colding.
Bag of colding.
I think I got a few pieces left. I know
definitely.
we yeah, so I'll give her something. I'm like, just to munch on, get used to it. This is also, by the way, this isn't from anyone. I used magic, genie magic to conjure this. But eventually you're gonna need to figure something out.
Well, thank you so much. I was feeling kind of hungry.
And she just starts to devour these the rest of the pickled halfling feet that you. Oh wait, no, that would
Yeah.
no cannibalism works for a ghoul. Yeah.
And no reaction from Zavid. That's very normal etiquette. Just like, yeah, awesome. And then I'm gonna go over to Khan,
Just
but
gonna
not
move
the
our
real
runners
Khan,
out
to
of
the
the
other Khan, and just be like,
yeah, the illusory con like shattered as soon as the curse was
oh,
inflicted,
okay,
so there's no
never
more. It's just
mind.
there can only be one.
Damn it! I was gonna do a bit. All right. Well, there's no illusory con. It's
Zavid, one oh no, you don't even need a perception check. Now that combat's over, Zavid, you can see at the top of the. And now that Arwen got out of the way, that's how I'm going to roleplay it. Now that Arwen is out of the way, you can see that to the north, that is a hallucinatory wall. Do you see where it says S? That is for
Yep.
secret, because I hate that Pathfinder labels all the secrets and traps on these maps. I had to like Photoshop some shit on top.
they are supposed to have two versions, a player version and a DM or GM
in the
version.
in the book for this AP, it did not have a player version, and it's extremely frustrating. But you see that this is a hallucinatory wall right in front of you. And I want Khan to give me a perception check in the tower as well.
Yeah.
Again, now that combat's over.
Yeah, she'll give a perception check, but she's like stumbling over. She wants to give Wyssilka a hug.
Oh,
'Cause
sure.
it's like, oh no.
Wyssilka is sitting on this table with Charlie on her shoulder, eating the pickled halfling feet that Zavid gave her.
Even
Khan-
though Khan has kind of like steeled herself to the whole kind of, undead ghouls and cannibalism thing, it's like she kind of like coughs back a little. Okay. And then she's like, Wyssilka! Oh my goodness, and gives her a big hug.
She gives you a big hug, and it's a lot stronger than the one she gave you just earlier today. Clearly, becoming a Ghast has increased her power level, so she's much stronger than she was earlier.
Oh my goodness, how did they find you? Look, oh no! And she's crying and blubbering.
Well, she is basically just, doing the miming kind of thing, but from the doll on her shoulder, you hear,
Not long after you left, we heard a knock at the door, and as I opened the door, it was just slammed open, and, well, I don't know, it was just a bunch of those Grave Knight guys, and they threw a bag over me, and they brought me down here, and I don't know, I got strapped to a table, and I was blindfolded, but and then I just felt burning pain, and then coldness, and then you showed up. It all happened so fast.
Oh, we should have taken you with us. We should have made sure you were safe.
Oh, you couldn't have known. I don't know how they spotted you. I mean, you were only there at my place for a short time.
It was probably the eyeballs. Reese
Eyeballs?
just pipes up. Yeah, there have been spies constantly here. So they probably been watched since we arrived. So they saw something friendly towards us, knowing our intentions, and decided to take one for the team. Literally.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose I haven't seen anything like that.
but now that it's been brought up, Khan, with your perception check, you finally spot something that Klakasik, the Naga, had mentioned to you. You see that there are a couple of holes up in the ceiling, up near the ceiling on the wall, that are about the size of maybe a billiard a billiard ball.
That'd be really hard to play.
That would be very
Funny.
hard to play
Yeah.
if it was a cube. It's like about the size of a billiard ball. And you remember Klakasik saying that Hamal Kai, the one who is responsible for the eyes, uses little tubes to send the eyes around. And if you were small enough, you could probably sneak around. Zavid, I'll already tell you right now, even with being legendary, you're too big for the tubes. But
No.
but I see what you're doing. Yeah, I have opened it up for you.
Okay, yeah. So if people don't notice, I want to slip through the wall without anyone seeing me.
Everyone
then
roll a public perception to see if you see Zavid do this. I'll tell
I
you.
already
if
rolled
you
my
succeed or not.
stealth in secret.
You did. I know what his result is.
Yeah.
Perception?
Can I choose to abstain since Khan
Yes.
is too focused on Wyssilka?
You may.
God, stop rolling high.
No!
I'm your friend, okay? Stop wasting 16s and 18s on me. It's not worth it.
That's hilarious. Actually, both of you beat him by 1. He was a 42.
That's funny.
So, Reese and who just
Danny.
both see Zavid.
I'm like kind of by the wall and I'm just sort of looking around and you guys are glancing away for just a moment and then right as you do that I step past the wall, but that's right as you glance back at me stepping through the wall. Do you see me?
I think what Reese is gonna do is go invisible, and then just like sneak his way basically through the wall, and go on the other side of.
I see you.
No, he said he's going to go
I'm
invisible.
invisible.
I have true sight.
That's right. That's true. That's very true.
You can't hide from me. Damn it, you saw me.
Ah!
I was
What?
going to do a bit.
I was
Everyone's
gonna
ruining
do a
my bits.
bit!
I'm feeling jovial today.
I
was
was going to as
My
well.
first bit wouldn't have worked because I would have known that was an illusion too. Shit.
Mm.
Jovial's here?
Wow.
Reese, if you... Yeah, right, Joe Field. Reese, if you are sneaking and
Yeah.
invisible, roll me 2 stealths in your tower for
Okay.
advantage. And then Khan, yeah, you notice that there are the tube holes in the wall, and Wyssilka seems kind of very, that's life about her sudden...
kind of blasé.
Yeah, very blasé, like weirdly comfortable with it. You rolled 2 of them, Reese. Okay, cool. So I know both Reese and Zavid's 6 stealth. So, oh yeah. So let's see. You are coming from the south. So all you can see is you are in a small little hallway that again had a very hallucinatory door to the south, and to the north is a heavy curtain. It's just a red curtain.
I think Reese is, after he realizes, crap, you can see me, he just like rolls his eyes and just walks towards the curtain and opens the curtain.
Opens or peers through?
Probably opens.
Okay.
Because nothing is creepier than, why is my curtain opening?
That's fair. That is very creepy. Okay, let me open this. So, why did I close that? I need that. Illuminated by red flamed candles that cast dim light, this room contains several plush rugs, a well-stocked sideboard, and a large padded chair. Near the ceiling along each wall are several tiny pipes, and a heavy curtain conceals the wall to the south. But the thing you notice most is within the large chair in the center is a very strange creature that looks as though it's made of melting skin covered in eyeballs, top to bottom.
What
Need you
kind
to roll
of-
me an occultism
Whoa.
I
check.
was about to say, I'm like, can I occult detect that? How about-
Occultism check in the tower, real quick, and then after that, I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh man. This is like what I see when I wake up in the morning.
No, you have absolutely no. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing. Reese, you rolled occultism. No, you have absolutely no idea what this creature is.
Can I roll an occultism and then an initiative?
Can I do a
Yes, you
stealth
can.
for my initiative?
You can. Yes,
I already did my cultism.
Zavid, you know that this is a hyakume. Hyakume. What they are is
Hyakume.
they are creatures, or let's see, what kind of creatures are they? They are aberrations, and they are creatures that grow eyes that they can pluck out and use as that like scouting eye spell or whatever it's called. And they can just do that every couple of hours without having spell slots. And seeing all of the tubes in this room and knowing all of the eyes you've dispelled so far, this is almost, and from what Klakosik has said, this is almost certainly Hamal Kai, the person who has been spying on you since the moment you arrived to Axis.
Time to kill.
Huh?
Time to kill.
Oh, I would say Zavid, only roll a perception check very quickly. Not
Okay.
a non-initiative perception check.
Can I do this public?
Yes.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so you do as Hamokai turns its head as Reese rips open the curtain. It turns its many eyes towards you, and Zavid, you just get the faintest glimpse with your true seeing of the unholy symbol of Nyarlathotep on its forehead. So let's see here. Where's
Right.
initiative? There it is for Taldaris.
Interesting.
And then Wyssilka.
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
I'm gonna tell
20.
you, Reese. Wait, I think I can make this one friendly to us.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it.
It did. Hamokai does have the highest initiative, though. Ooh.
All he
Let's
sees
see.
is Savid, though, right? Or does my invisibility break when I open the curtain?
No, it would not open. But that's right. It would just see Zavid. That's a very good point. Thank you for pointing that
You're
out to me.
welcome.
Ooh. That's right. This thing has a cool ability, and I want to make it use it.
Can I step away for a moment to grab my child?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, that. Got it. All right. So, I don't want to do that with him AFK. So what it's
Do
going
we
to do
want to
is,
take like a 5 minute
sure, let's take a
Yeah,
quick
let's do
5 minute
that. That's
break and
gonna
a
be great.
little quick
Yeah.
intermission while he's grabbing his baby. We'll be back in 5, 10, 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
Sounds good.
Hope everyone will join us and see what happens from here on out. Bye.
One.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are back from a short intermission. When last we left off, Lux Et Umbra was deep inside of the Lost Silhouette in the land of Norgorber, sneaking around. They just released Khan's friend Wyssilka the Fantabulous, who is now unfortunately Wyssilka the Ghast-tastic. But Zavid noticed a hallucinatory door, and he and Reese couldn't help but sneak in and see what was going. Reese opened up a curtain and found the eyeball-covered aberration Homolkai, who's been spying on Lux Et Umbra since the moment they arrived to Axis. But initiative has been rolled. First up is going to actually be Homolkai. Seeing that Reese is invisible, it looks to you, Zavid, and thinks you're the one sneaking in, and it has seen you before, and it says, "Oh, I have seen you! Let's see what secret you possess!"
Is it speaking common? What is it speaking?
You hear it in your head, and it's speaking... what is it? Aklo.
I know Aklo.
Yeah, so both you and Reese hear this, and I need you to roll me a 41 will save.
41 will say.
As
You know,
every eyeball focuses on you.
I know
That's a
I'm
lot of
not-
will saves you're asking me to roll. 41? For sure?
Question.
Huh.
I know I'm not an initiative in the sense of he can see me. Can I go back while I'm invisible to
Sure.
the rest and relay to them very quietly? There's the eyeballed guy or whatever. I don't know. It looks like the Hemel, whatever the fuck. You might try to attack Zavid, but Zavid said that you can try to make him friendly to us. So, I know he looks very stabbable, but please, for the sake of maybe having a weird ally, let Zavid do his thing.
So this is kind of
All
happening
right.
at the same time as all of these eyes focus on you, Zavid, and you roll a success, and you can tell it's trying to read your weakness, but it fails. And that's all three of its actions, actually. So Wyssilka would be up next, but she's gonna jingle the bells around her by nodding her head yes to you, Reese, but she's still going to kind of get over here into position in case Zavid needs backup. And then she will pass her turn. Reese, that was your turn to go in here and tell everybody.
Yep.
Taldaris, same exact thing. He's just going to come up here as backup. Then Danny, what do? Reese has just come to tell you that there's something up there, but Zavid has said he's going to take care of it. What do you do?
Once she says that, Danny says, I'm sorry. No, said when Reese was talking.
Okay.
He
all
drops
right.
invisibility when he comes back, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
And then she will move closer in case he does need backup or something.
Okay. Alzem.
But is there any way that I can aid him, if possible, by maybe...
Yeah, you can give him guidance. So Zavid, whatever you do, you can take a +1, or I'll take a -1 on my side.
I think a +1. Great, thank you.
Cool. Then Alzem will again just get into position in case you need backup, Zavid. Khan, what do? You could just remember you can. If you bamf into a rat, you could go into those tubes and get into that room. And
I
think
said,
you-
ooh.
you were.
Oh, absolutely. But the holes are in the ceiling, right? So someone would have to
definitely-
juggle me.
Someone would have to juggle you. And it's not like you've never done that before. So yeah, what do you do here?
Let's see. I mean, with Danny's newfound athletics, she could she could probably throw me up to the ceiling.
That's true. Danny, give me a public athletics check.
Let's
Absolutely.
go.
Because if Khan is just turning into a rat, you don't need that high.
Okay.
With your sudden +19 to athletics,
You having
you,
athletics is so funny.
it's hilarious.
Considering your
Oh!
character introduction of running in high heels through the woods from wolves,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
turning
considering,
that
like,
into doing a bunch of somersaults and front flips or whatever.
Natural 16 for a 35. I'm going to say that is enough to throw a rat. So where do you want to land, Khan?
I wanted to go into the tubes in the ceiling.
Into the tubes. Okay. So let me get rid of a little more of that. So basically, you can walk around this dark gray area now.
Mhm.
You can move around that freely.
Ooh.
Honestly, I just see it as Danny Wheel not knowing that she has sudden strength, and is like, "What? It's a rat. Why would this be hard?"
Or
I'll
just
get
like, or just having perfect form, like she's pitching the rat like a pitcher on in a MLB game or whatever, baseball game.
yeah.
All
Does
right.
the
So,
wind up and the release.
so you had one action to turn into a rat, one to kind of move around the tubes. You still have one action left, and then a free punch if you somehow can use it.
No, I think she's just gonna get to an exit point in the tube and then lurk. She's gonna wait
Okay.
for something to happen.
Then there's an exit right here into that room.
Yeah.
Zavid, you're finally up. You had horribad initiative.
Okay, it's all good. I'm going to, as a 9th level spell, my last 9th level slot, 'cause I did this once before today.
Mhm.
Same thing. Dispel magic on that Nyarlathotep enchantment.
No check necessary as you use a 9th level slot, and Hamokai becomes neutral, and you see that symbol dissipate in a shadow off their head. What does it look like when you cast? It's a 9th level slot. That's huge magic. What's that look like?
It's 9th level's huge. But Dispel magic is a sort of basic spell that I think all classes get. So I'm like, it's just a really dark shadow that reaches from my shadow, I extend my hand in a shadow along the ground, goes over, grabs onto the enchantment, and then yoinks it off like Peter Pan shadow, like grabs an object, and it dissipates, and then my shadow retreats right back.
Yep. And the symbol is gone. All of the eyes start to blink at different times randomly, and Hamokai looks at you and says, "What happened? Yeah, where am I? I'm so confused.
I know.
What happened?"
I will say an Aklo.
And yes, this was an Aklo, so Reese, you understand.
Yeah.
It's telepathic. You hear it in your head.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Have been enthralled by Nyarlathotep, as have many powerful beings like yours. He has been using your eyes as his sensors, and doing so for a while. Do you remember any of your time under his spell?
Oh, they are slowly coming back. Yes, I can. I have protruded so many eyes that I have been in quite a lot of pain.
And again, all the eyes are kind of blinking at different times all around this body. And you see notes written everywhere about all of the different places in Axis that it's been watching. And you can actually, there's a long scroll with a list of essentially everything you've done since you got to Axis. Went through customs, talked to Lieutenant Finalix, filled out forms, used some strange messaging spell that I didn't understand. Every single thing you did while you were in Axis, up until when you saw the Naga and you dispelled the first eye. Everything you did up to that point was on this list.
So the eyes aren't actually seeing, or sorry, the Nyarlathotep symbols are just control symbols. They don't see
That's
anything.
right.
He still needs this guy to like relay this stuff. So I'm gonna
Correct.
ask him if he recalls sending any of this report out to anyone.
I have. Well, we have a garden. It's a very slow acting but very subtle garden. We send out signals via plants to other planes. I have sent out some information, but it will take time for the plants to grow in the specific coded way on the other side, you see.
So who would know about everything that you've heard about this thus far?
Well, the
How far is
gardener,
this?
for certain.
Set a fire in a garden, son.
Is the gardener like you, perhaps under the thrall of Nyarlathotep, or is the gardener someone who already works for him?
The gardener is a Karumzek. is a creature of Nogorber, but it is more like a spider. They are intelligent creatures, but it's sad to say they are not the wisest. It's possible it is more than likely under the thrall as well.
Here's what we are doing right now, and I'm gonna give him sort of the lowdown on the conspiracy, the cabal of gods that want to bring back Rovagug, how that's bad for pretty much everybody, and how a lot of gods of the lower planes are rallying with gods of the upper planes in an alliance to put a stop to this. And that Norgorber might be interested in joining this alliance. And if this guy would like to relay that information to his god and let him know that we're here to cleanse his temple or his area of this Nyarlathotep filth, and if we have his blessing for that, that would be great. We promise not to spread the words of our gods to his followers, just to set things right.
Yes, this sounds like a wonderful deal. You need to be Nyarlathotep, the Shade. Yes, I have heard the secret Shade, the leader of our order, has been speaking in silence to Nyarlathotep, the Faceless Sphinx, the Faceless Pharaoh. It has offered him some deal. I do not think Norgorber knows of what we have been doing here. Oh, the people I have spied on.
Alright, he's just going all over the place. I'll relay everything that this conversation back to everybody else. You're all up to speed. If there's any details I missed you want to tell this guy, I will, or Reese can translate, whoever wants to.
Reese can translate.
Yeah, Reese, you want to do that?
Yep.
I think I'm going to mute real quick, and I'm going to put her in her play area. She might cry
sure.
for a minute.
Yeah.
No problem. Khan, do you want to keep exploring since you're a rat and you're all out of initiative now?
I think Khan would wait so that we could all explore together.
Cool. All right. So where do you go? Oh, I suppose I should say, I don't know if Shane can still hear me, but if he can, there is. Oh, I guess that's not a secret way.
He can still
But-
hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But that's apparently not a secret or a hallucinatory. There is a door that exits to the north, but Hamalkai will say, whatever you do, don't use that door to the north there. It has a trap in it. We usually go around.
Is there a secret door, or do we have to go out the other way?
No, it's not a secret. You just need to go out to the south.
Okay.
But
Cool.
Hamalkai, I'm going to say, is now friendly to you all. Because you have just gotten rid of the influence of Nyarlathotep. So, what do you do from here? You know that there's sort of a door to the north, but it's trapped. Khan, you could sneak around inside the tubes to get a view of, I don't know, wherever you want. Or there is a door leading to the east from the room where Wyssilka was being operated on. And there is a door to the south and a door to the east from the main hallways. So there's kind of several ways to get out.
Okay, so Reese comes back and relays to everyone, hey, Savid took care of it. Everything gets translated to them of what he just said. He's like, we can't go up to that door where he is because that's going to be trapped. So, in order to go anywhere else, I think this door in this room should be safe if we want to check it out. Anyone else want to go somewhere else, or...
I mean, surely if there is a trap, then I could disarm it.
That is true. You know what? That's true. Han,
She's
I
got a
don't
good
know
point.
where you are. All we hear is like this rattling in the
Squeak,
tubes. Oh, Reese is the only one that can understand her.
Yeah, but roll a society check publicly to see if you can. I'm going to say a DC of 40.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
43, yeah. Reese, you basically... Well, Colin, what are you saying to Reese and how are you saying it?
I'm trying to think of a way that would be funny, but I'm drawing blanks.
Wanna be the mouse in my pocket, or the rat in my pocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Con at some point emerged from the vents and like climbed up Reese's clothes and like got in his armor pocket.
Yeah.
And so is saying like, there's probably not a trap that I cannot disarm. The bloody squeak squeak squeak.
And all you hear back from Reese, everybody else is. That is what is coming out of his mouth. And is basically like, yeah, go for it. I trust you. And he takes Khan out and lets her free to scamper over to the trapdoor.
Okay. Do you go to the door, or do you go through the tube in the wall into the walls?
Through the tube in the walls. How often am I gonna
Yeah,
get
right.
a chance to do that?
Which room are you going to? This one
This
to the southeast? Or are you going up into the trapped room?
I was going up into the trapped room.
Okay, cool, got it. I just wanted to make sure I knew where you were going.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is just a little walkway right here where it appears that there's doors to your or walls to your left and right, but the one to the left is actually hallucinatory, leading into that maze. But opening up more of these walls, you can actually start to see into these rooms. I'll just open this up for you a bit. Let's say here. That'll do. So this room has what appears to be, it's just kind of a nice resting room. It's got a table with chairs where people could eat. There's a small kitchen, a couch with a little reading nook area.
Cozy.
Yeah, it's kind of cozy actually. It seems like this is where they just go to when they're not actively doing dungeon monster stuff.
When they take their
15
dungeon
minute.
union required 15-minute break.
Exactly, they're 2 per day. Give me a perception check in the tower con.
Yeah.
It looks like we missed the secret entrance.
Yeah, in
Yes
the
and no.
prison. There's a hallucinatory wall into the prison. Okay, there it comes. Ooh, good roll, Con. Actually, I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that you're in the tubes. You can see that there's a secret wall over here
Secret
to
tunnel.
the east, and another one here in the center.
Woo!
2 secret walls.
It would be cool
Whoa.
to go through this layer with like a lens of truth, like
Yeah.
like to see what's the secret wall and what's not.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of that in here. But yeah, it looks like just like a break room, but then also there are 2 secret hallucinatory walls that go to the north, but in different spots. One to the far east and one in the center.
I think Con is interested in this actual trap. She wanted to disarm it. Like, it's nice to know what's on the other side of it, but she wanted to
Great.
prove her mettle.
Okay, not a problem. That is a... You're gonna need a
Am I a
thievery
rogue
check.
or am I a rat?
Yeah, you're gonna need a thievery check of 40 to undo this blade. It's another swinging blade trap that comes from the
Oh,
ceiling.
50-50 shot.
50-50 shot. You've
50-50
got
shot.
this. So public thievery.
Before she becomes Rat Kaplooey.
Ooh, natural 1! So, Con, you trigger the trap. But you're up in the tubes. It's not built to attack people who are in the tubes, and no one is standing there in that little hallway. So the rest of you, Zavid, from behind, you hear these axes swing from the ceiling. And Hamakai goes, "Oh, yes, that trap. Don't walk through that."
Well, it's triggered, right? Could I walk through it now?
I suppose so.
Alright, yeah.
Hell, that's one way to do it. Thanks, Con.
Let's go.
She
Con, you're the
emerges from the
best.
tubes and like jumps on Zavid's head. Squeak, 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 squeak,
Oh, I almost forgot. And then I'll go back real quick. And I'll give this guy a pamphlet. Just
Yeah.
some light reading while we're cleansing this place.
It flips through it in 2 seconds. It's just, whoa, horrifying. And you can see, because of all the eyes, it's speed red.
Yeah. I imagine in order to read books faster, he doesn't have bounded books. They're literally just individual pages that he can just like simultaneously
Scroll
all
out.
at the same time. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll tell him like, how many others that work here besides the gardener does he think might be pawns of Nyarlathotep? Or does he remember anybody else that, like, anyone who's here that wasn't here when this was all Norgorber's place? Like, did anybody come here from the outside that's, like, not supposed to be here?
Yes, the secret shade has brought in the harbinger of Nogorber, the stabbing beast. Religion check, please.
Okay.
Can I do that too? Because I'm
Yep,
hearing
anyone
it?
who hears, anyone who hears it. And it's
Anyone
speaking
who
knows
common
Zach
at this
Lowe?
point.
I'm not even gonna make this check because I'm just gonna say, could
Oh.
you explain to us all what this is? Never mind, Reese knows.
Wait,
Reese?
what did you
Explain
just...
to us what this is.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you just say? I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, no problem. It said that Zavid asked if any outsiders had come in, and it said that the secret shade had brought in the harbinger of Norgorber, the stabbing beast. And you know that a harbinger of a god is essentially like their avatar on Galarian, like one step below the actual god appearing in the flesh to do something. Bringing in a harbinger is a big problem if they're against you.
Okay, so Reese just goes, another thing that's actually really real. I hate that. That's big trouble. That's big trouble, huh? And he looks over at him and just goes, is he under Nyarlathotep's thing spell that everybody else is? You're saying?
I don't think that the secret shade is under the mental control of Nyarlathotep. It has offered him freedom.
Interesting.
I don't know in what way. I know it sneaks off sometimes into its own little nook in the past of the break room, but I don't know what it has been offered.
Is there anything trapped in the room across from the break room? So if we were to
I don't believe so. The one in the center is just a quick escape for all of us. It just leads to the outside and access.
Okay. Great.
But the small one is where the secret shade. It's its room. It resides there.
Okay. So basically, if there's anybody that's looking at Reese like, what the fuck do you mean there's an avatar of that? He just like relays like, oh yeah, it's like the god but not the god.
The one point of thing, avatar is an actual spell in Pathfinder. I want to be
Oh,
clear,
Jesus.
there is a difference between a harbinger and an avatar. I know that normally I shouldn't be picky about that, but you're at such a high level now that the difference actually does matter. So it is not an avatar, it's a harbinger. I'm sorry to be picky.
Harbinger.
Sorry to split hairs, but it is the harbinger.
It's alright, if anybody is allowed to actually me, it's the DM.
Yeah. I just you're at such a high level, the difference actually does matter.
So this is not Norgorber. This is something that is like a eternal servant to Norgorber. That's sort of like, kind of like when someone plucks, like a god plucks out their own hair and then turns it into this beast that they then become known for. It's like that's the beast that's always associated with them.
Yeah.
That's
Got
the
it.
harbinger, yes.
Yeah, that is yeah.
That's a
so-
great way to put it, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Reese is just like, yeah, guys, pretty much there's a harbinger of him out. So that'll be great to know. Yeah. And he just kind of like walks into the break room, like, I wonder if there's anything in here. Ah, crap, can you
Oh, yeah, I can get rid of that. But yeah, so you're able to go in here. There's weird food. It's meant for aberrations and undead. But yeah, you found the one trap. And Zavid, as soon as you walk in, you can see that to the north in the center is a hallucinatory wall. I can even get rid of it here. Which one is that? I can just...
You said the one trap, and all I could think of is the One Piece. The One Piece is real.
There we go. You see where they both say S? Your true seeing shows that there's a secret hallucinatory wall there.
I'm gonna check the one in the nice living room first.
Okay, this one over here.
Yeah. Oh. All right. I will cautiously walk, and every 5 feet, I'm gonna check for any sort of trap or trigger. I'm gonna go kind of slow.
Sure, perception check in the tower. This cramped space is... Oh, and yeah, once you get to the end is when I read that. Okay, all right. So you don't spot any traps, and this cramped space is empty, but for a page of notes and sketches. And I'm going to just carry over your perception check because it was really high. The papers and sketches are notes from all around the planes that Homolkai has been collecting with her spy network, messages and intelligence sent to and from the forces of the Dread Cabal. One scroll, however, stands out. It's written in Abyssal, which I believe you speak.
I do. I speak a lot of the bad languages.
Yep.
By the way, Real quick, if Danny messages me, like, did you find anything important? I'm gonna say I found something very important. Amokai's pronouns are she, her. Very important. And then I go back to. I go
And
back
that
to
actually
Olivia.
is, according to the AP, she is she, her.
I love that.
Yeah. But yes, one particular scroll stands out because it is written in ever-burning blood. You've heard of these before. This was clearly a contract that was signed by something deific. It's written in all abyssal. It describes a contract assassination for the inevitable First Emperor Taldaris. However, before the deed is to be done, the would-be assassins were to wait for the vote on Axis military mobilization. According to Axis law, mobilization requires a unanimous vote of every petitioner. If Aopal cannot leave his house, he cannot vote, and the military cannot be raised against the Cabal. However, Aopal is also to be killed as soon as the vote is missed. Signed in ever-burning blood. Shax, Demon Lord of Murder.
So let me just get this straight. Does it say that after the vote, then they kill the petitioner we found? But if the vote is missed, they kill the guy that didn't go to the vote, not the petitioner, but the other dude. I see. So somebody dies no matter what, but who gets killed depends on whether the vote goes through or is missed.
That's right. And Taldaris dies either way.
Oh, he does. Oh,
yeah. It's the contract assassination for the inevitable First Emperor Taldaris. But then also
who signed it? Was it just Shax that signed it, or like
Shax and the Secret Shade?
I see. So
the Secret Shade is getting
who's
something.
Commissioning who, I guess, is my question.
Okay, good question. Shax is the one who wants Taldaris dead and who wants this vote missed. The Secret Shade is getting something from Shax in exchange for doing these assassinations. But I don't think it says here. No, within the pages, you would also find a lot of research about Norgorber. Roll me a religion check in the tower, because the last one was perception. And you found the assassination contract with your perception check. With your religion check, you're starting to piece together that the Secret Shade doesn't know who it was in life. It's basically the right-hand man to Norgorber, but Norgorber erased its identity. It erased who it was.
Okay. And
they were rivals in life. The Secret Shade knows that because Norgorber is one of the 3 deities to have passed the test of the Starstone. Norgorber was mortal at one point, but no one knows who Norgorber was. But that's by design. Norgorber wants that. But this person, the Secret Shade, in life was Norgorber's main rival. But as punishment, when Norgorber became a god, erased who they were. And the Secret Shade is trying to find its identity.
So the Secret Shade, or I guess Norgorber, what is the profiles for like their domains and stuff?
Norgorber is it's like assassination, poison, crime. It's all like mafia stuff.
Okay, he's the mafia god. Right.
Mafia
We went over
god.
this. Sorry, it's all come back now. Okay.
No, you're good. Mafia god.
Okay. So mafia god Norgorber took his main rival, like the capo that left his organization or some weird thing, and then turned him into his right-hand man. He made him a made man. And then the Secret Shade, I'm guessing, is resentful about the fact that it doesn't remember who it was, like it's lacking this identity, and so it's kind of upset. Okay.
And so it's willing to assassinate an inevitable and 2 petitioners to learn who it was.
Oh, so Shax will give it that information.
Shax will give it that information.
Oh.
That's what this deal is all about. Hey there, kid.
Now hold on. Yeah, so let me ask you this then. This is signed in ever-burning blood, which means that it's a binding agreement, but not in the way that, like, I'm guessing it's more of a similar to like if one party doesn't fulfill their end of the bargain, they take a ton of damage or something, or is it more like
Because this is like a demon in Norgorber who's neutral evil, right? So they're not lawful. They wouldn't do whatever the techniques that like the Hells do, where they have like the inevitables come after you to enforce contracts or something. So I'm guessing it must be like you get hurt if you don't do this or something, right?
They might take your knees, that kind of a thing.
Mm.
You know, mafia style.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Okay, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is how do we get the shade out of this contract? And like, because I feel like we could figure out who it was in life.
Yeah.
If we put our minds together, we could figure something out to get it that information. Like that's not outside our scope, but I think if it's signed this contract, I'm gonna leave with the contract. I show everybody download. You guys know everything. So I'll like be like, so what if we, what do we do with this contract, knowing that it's signed this? How do we get them out of a contract like that? What do we do to remove them from that?
You could roll me occultism checks in the tower. All of you, now that you all know about that paper. And I've just opened up that last little bit. It's literally just an escape hatch. There's nothing over there of interest.
I'm going to roll to aid whoever has the highest occultism.
Sure.
So who's got the highest bonus?
That was going to be Reese on this one.
Reese? All right.
So Reese.
Or no, Con or Reese.
No?
They both rolled the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Reese,
+1, I guess.
what I was thinking was that, you could always you can always call his dad because his dad knows about contracts.
He's
If anyone knows,
fire.
It's a
Block
djinn.
Makar would, yeah.
That's true.
It's a djinn. So Reese just goes, okay, I don't like doing this, but we gotta phone in my dad. He knows about contracts. He knows them better than anybody. He knows all the little monkey's paw details.
And a moment later, you see the bronze and red armor, curled black horns, very royal red skin, long ears of Balag Makar, the Ifrit fire djinn.
Oh my god, this is the first time Danny's seeing him.
This is the first time Danny's seen him.
Oh!
Because actually, yeah, let me rewind just a little bit. Goblin King. This is what Reese always thought his father looked like, how he always described him. A very regal, dapper, well-dressed goblin, literal king, dripping gold, fine silks, laying on a pillow with his throne. This is the Goblin King. But, through adventure, lies, gaslighting, girl bossing, it turned out he's actually a genie. He's an immortal fire djinn. So this is the image that appears in front of you as Balag Makar. He says, hello, Umbromancer. And Reese. It is good to see all of you. Oh, the bloody. You are looking quite pale. Have you not been getting sun?
It would appear not. Oh, you got me.
You need to be getting outside more.
I need to know, is he hot?
Yes!
Yeah, I mean, look at the picture right there.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't see the picture.
Oh god, hang on. I'll send it to you. But
I knew that was going to be a question you were going to ask. Because I'm just like, I'm shocked that Danny isn't thirsting over this daddy right now.
I'll send you an image, 1 second. So he asks, what can I do for you, Umbromancer?
It's not me you need to talk to, but essentially, we've got a contract. And
That
I'll
one we
download. Yeah. Basically, I give him everything that we know and ask him, like, our goal, essentially, how do we get him out of the contract with Shax? Like, I have ideas about how to get him his name, but how do we get him out of the contract with Shax so that he would take a contract with us to get his, like, identity back? Like, how do we get him out of this so we can, like, eliminate this organization from his sort of network?
An interesting proposition. Well, as I'm sure you know, simply ripping up this side of the contract will do nothing. You would need to, at the very least, find Shax's copy, which I'm sure he must have in at least triplicate. But If you could find every copy, destroy them. This would break the contract. Or, I suppose you could kill Shax.
Ooh, that might be a little hard, but that's option.
That was on the docket.
Yeah.
We got to go to the Forge of Creation or whatever still.
Rune
That's not like we're
Forge.
kind of on our way there in a
Yeah,
way.
you're kind of doing that.
So like if we kill so we need to convince the Shade that we have what it takes. I think is what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all heading to hell anyway. We're going to get, a gunsling weapon.
It's true.
I don't know if I'm allowed to keep it, but maybe he will notice it's gone.
I mean, you can always make a blueprint.
That is true.
Oh, Dad, by the way, this is my bestie, Danny. Danny.
A pleasure to meet another monarch. And he does a deep bow to you.
She curtsies. I no longer have a dad, but I wouldn't mind being adopted. I am a married woman, just to let you know.
I am old enough to be your great, and he fades away slowly as he continues to say great over and over again. And the call ends.
Yep.
You could still hear it lingering somewhere down the
It
line.
lingers for a moment. Great.
It lingers in Danny's psyche even longer.
Mhm.
Why can't I still hear it, guys?
My dad's weird. I don't know.
It's okay. At least, your dad wasn't obsessed with gold.
Yeah, no, he just, split me. Fine.
Oh shit! No way, mine did too.
Yep. Yeah. Good times.
Did you get manipulated?
Oh, big time. Big time.
Yeah.
Everything was a
Ooh.
dream! Yeah,
shit.
fist bump.
Fist pump. Daddy issues unite.
Hey! Let's go.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
forgot to show. There's also a door to the south from the break room. I forgot to open up and show.
Oh, cool. Reese is just gonna, after that, alright, I need to walk and not have my dad's face burnt into my brain, and opens up this room.
Opening up that room, eh? Not the one I
Yeah.
thought you were going into next, so give me a second to fix up some things so that I don't...
You mentioned the
Make-
doors there, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, there's just several doors.
Oh my
So
god.
where would everyone have moved to in the last... Yeah, because you took a while, so go ahead and move yourselves into where you would be.
I mean,
Yeah,
probably
but-
just hanging out in the break room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can put yourselves in there. Fantasy Grounds is probably going to freeze here for a second.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course. Okay,
else is-
better. All right, and then Wyssilka, Charlie, they'd be up there as well. Maokai would have joined you. Alzem and Taldaris. Great. So, you open up this door, and shelves line this reading room, whose ceiling bears thousands of calculations and mathematical symbols. The room's east end curves around a padded patient's chair and an iron lectern. There are 4 strange creatures surrounding this table, all of which have their bodies are disproportionate, bendy, and stretched in incorrect and impossible manners.
Ooh.
As they appear to be some form of aberration, but beyond that, you would need to roll something.
I'm gonna
And
roll for that as I'm peeking around the corner.
Cultism, please, and a stealth in the tower, both.
Stealth. And let's go occult.
Mm-hmm. Both nat 4s. Your stealth was pretty good though, but
I've never seen this in my life.
wow, it rolled a nat 4 in its perception, so you actually beat their stealth.
Fuck yeah.
So you can go in there. You don't know what these things are, but they don't know that you're there.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be like using all his stealth and stuff. And could I do like a perception or something to look at the books or see if like there's something that sticks out?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Power,
The
public.
tower, yes, tower. Oh, well, this part you don't need the perception to see. So before, you also see strapped to the table this odd, almost stone-looking creature. It's like a centaur, but made of stone with construct wings and chains for hands. But it is, again, strapped to a table.
Wood.
Of course you would.
You need to send a picture to Ash.
I do. Hang on. Let's see. Where's
I keep forgetting she can't see
Kavarish?
them.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that as well.
Because I'm like, I'm not the only freak here. I know I'm not.
No, there you go. This is what everyone sees strapped to the table there, Ash.
I mean,
So, the other thing you see with your nat 20 perception, well done, is there seems to be a strange book that one of these creatures is holding, and it's like reading to this creature and showing it images like
Can I
like
understand what
showing
they're
it stuff.
saying?
That's a great question. Let me see what languages they speak. They have Aklo. Yeah, you understand what
Oh,
they're saying.
perfectly. I don't even have to roll society to figure that one out.
No, you do not. They are. It sounds like they're giving a math lecture.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, hold on. Crap. I don't. Hi, everybody. This is the disembodied voice of Elliot. I think I accidentally closed out Zoom and I need to find the window, so give me one
oops.
sec.
It happens.
There we go. All right. Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, what you hear with that nat 20 perception is you see a strange book that these weird creatures are holding, and it definitely sounds like they're giving a math lecture. You've heard Khan talk about really advanced mathematics before, and it sounds like the same kind of jargon.
Reese goes and goes back in, explains to everybody what they've seen, and looks at Khan and just goes, I need a math nerd. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't know numbers. I'm only strong.
Happy to volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay. So Khan, give me a stealth first in the tower.
Sure thing.
Okay. They don't notice you. Their DC is not that high. So you're able to enter this room, and again, you see what you see there, but there's also weird math everywhere along this room. So give me a crafting check publicly to see if you
Yeah.
can understand any of this. 44. Yes, you're starting to look around stealthily and you're listening to what they're saying. And you're using your understanding of mathematics, trying to piece together what this means and put them together. I need you to take 5d10 psychic damage because this
Ooh.
is KO mathematics, and you do not understand the mathematics of this type of math. It's from a different universe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and that's right, there's extra because you have a higher intelligence. What's your intelligence bonus?
+5.
Plus 5. So you take one. If you take an additional one. No, don't stop dropping that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You take 57 plus 29 is 66, 86 psychic damage as you attempt to comprehend the mathematics that are within this room. Believe me, this would be way worse if you were lawful.
Mm-hmm.
So, please give yourself 86 wounds
You got it.
as you are brain blasted by the lecture that they are giving and the literal writing on the wall around you. And I think with that, I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Cool.
And then once we get those numbers out, I think this is a wonderful time
That
to
is a
stop.
great place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Con just like clutches her head like that, and draws attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Reese just goes, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, Reese, you didn't understand the math nearly enough, and your intelligence score isn't high enough to have
No.
done anything to you.
Being stupid really ate at me here.
Yes, actually, for once, being stupid really did help you quite a lot.
I have a question with
Yes.
initiative, perception, and stealth. What are the differences?
You can use either one at this point, because you were hidden in the break room, but Khan cannot use stealth. Okay, then Taldaris needs to roll initiative. And then Wyssilka. Okay, I think that's everybody. Yes. All right. So we have everybody's initiatives out. So it looks like first actually is going to be Hamal Kai once we come back next time. So we'll figure out when we are playing. Hopefully it'll be next week, but we don't know. We'll figure it out and let everyone know on Twitter. Hopefully everyone will join us then, and we'll see where this goes from here within the Lost Silhouette. Learning more and more. Hopefully you can figure something out with this secret shade in this deal with Shax. So see you everyone next time. Bye.
Bye.